You want to read a lot of books? I'm pretty sure that's why you're here. So let me tell you exactly how you can become a reader in 5 very simple steps. First of all, you need to understand that reading is important. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are also aware of that. That's why you're here. Because reading is not only about gaining intelligence, it's also about learning from other people's experiences. Because when somebody writes a book, they try to put their whole experience in that. And I think that's a pretty good way of learning through other people's experiences. And you gain wisdom, that's one. And well, you just get away from different wastage and squandering your time on phones or just, unnecessary talking with your friends, because that's how interesting books can be. So I'm going to tell you exactly how you can become a good reader in 5 very simple steps. Step number 1, if you're an absolute beginner and you just really want to read book, like you open a book and then you just feel like, yeah, I should sleep. So that's pretty bad, right? You don't want to do that anymore. So how about you just start small? You start small. Don't just pick up a book that is approximately 450 to 500 pages. Don't do that. Pick up a short novel. It can be like 100 to 150 pages, or you can pick up an essay, a topic, an article, anything that you like. So start small, something that is from 100 to 150 words. Why? Because once you finish something small, you get motivation to read something next. Because once you do something, once you complete something, you're very happy. You're like, oh my God, I just completed reading this book. Now I can read more. So you get that motivation. Instead, when you're, on the other part, when you're just reading 400 to 450 pages book, then you're like, oh my God, it's never getting completed. I'm wasting so much of my time. Not just wasting, I cannot seem to complete it anywhere near. So you're just messed up in your head at that time. So how about you just start small? Start with a novel, a short page novel, and you're good to go. Step number 2, read what interests you. Interest builds habit, and habits build discipline. Always remember this. Forget about what people are saying. Forget about what people are saying on social media. Like, yay, go with a philosophy book, read Franz Kafka, read Fyodor, read this, read Nietzsche. Don't listen to people. If you're interested in crime, then start reading books on crime, right? If you're interested in investigation, start reading about that. As long as there's nothing negative about your preferences, yeah, you're good to go. Read whatever interests you. Don't just listen to people. Never think like whatever you're going to read, then people are going to validate you. Never seek for that validation. So whatever you're reading, make sure that interests you. Otherwise, you're just going to be bored out of your mind. And your first instinct would be to close that book and read something or do something that actually interests you. That can be watching Netflix. And we want to get out of that matrix. So read something that interests you. It can be anything. I'm not saying you have to go for a self-help book. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Whatever you feel like reading, go with it. So never ever listen to people in this thing. Let me tell you why. Because once you're reading something that interests you, you're going to feel like wanting to read more. And once you are in that pattern, once you are in the habit of reading, then you can pick different books. Philosophy, psychology, anything that you want. Then you can do that. But if you're just going to start with something that does not interest you, then you're never even gonna get started properly. The thing is that you have to start really good, and then you can just continue with the flow. Now let's talk about step number 3. Make it daily, not random. I've seen a lot of people, they just read randomly, like, in 3 days or in 4 days. Let me tell you something. Reading 25 minutes daily is way better than reading 5 hours a day, 5 hours per month. In just one day, like binge reading. It's way better. So you have to maintain consistency. You don't have to be like, all right, today I feel like reading, now I'm gonna read. And tomorrow I'm not gonna feel like reading, so I'm not gonna read anymore. You have to maintain that consistency. You have to read for 25 minutes daily. If you feel 25 minutes are too much for you, then go with 15 or 20 minutes. Then you can keep on increasing your timing, right? So increase your timings like that, but never ever think that you're just going to read very spontaneously. Please don't do that. You're just going to get lost. Right? You can, again, never build a reading habit if you're just doing that. Reading habit means that you reading on a daily basis whenever you get time, whenever you're free. So that is a reading habit. And if you're just reading in a week, just one time in a week, then that's not a habit. That's just something that you like to do spontaneously when you just feel like it, right? Now let's talk about the next step. The next step is eliminate distractions. This is very important. As long as you have your phone sitting beside you, you are going to be distracted. You'll feel, oh, I just read one page. Now, how about I pick up my phone and then start watching reels on it, start scrolling something. So you're always going to be distracted. So keep your phone in a whole different room, you know, switch on flight mode, switch it off, even uninstall apps where you just waste your time like Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that. So pick a time, like 15 minutes on Instagram, 15 minutes on Facebook. So pick a time like that, otherwise remove your distractions. Another distractions are if your desk is not clean, like wherever you're reading and you feel like, oh, it's very messed up, then you're never actually going to feel like reading. Reading needs peace. It needs a clean desk. Of course, you can read anywhere if that's one, but if you are in that mood of reading, then make sure everything is just perfect. Tell your family not to disturb you. Even if they are, then don't pay too much attention to them. Just tell them you're reading. They're good to go. Your family will appreciate that our child is reading, believe me. And now let's talk about the last step of reading. How can you become the perfect reader? Carry a book everywhere. So it's a pretty good tip. Carry a book everywhere. Whenever you have a book in your hand, I usually prefer a hard copy. If you prefer a soft copy like on Kindle or anything, then you can carry that too. But I usually go with a hard copy. So I'd suggest the same to you guys. You can use waiting time, like when you are in a metro or when you're standing in a line, in a queue, anywhere. Use small moments, and those small things, small time, they're gonna make up bigger ones. So do that. Use time whenever you're free, whenever you're waiting for someone, something. So use that time in reading. And once you have that book everywhere with you, so you're just gonna feel like reading. Like, what am I doing with this book? I'm not even reading it. Then your mind will actually guilt itself into reading it. I know that's not the best way, but somehow, yeah, this works. This definitely works. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you want any book recommendations, if you want me to record a video on that, then I will just comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye everyone. Stay safe.